All right, everybody. Well, welcome back to the Scales Homestead again. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe on YouTube and hit the little notification bell and select all, and you'll be notified every time we upload a video. If you're new on Facebook, click the like button and the follow button, and you will be notified when we upload a video to Facebook. So, we're in the shop. And by me and Zach. Today we're going to be checking out this air compressor that we bought. We bought this Cobalt Quiet Tech air compressor. The reason why we bought it is my old one come from together. I've had this air compressor for 13 years, I think. 13 or 14 years, something like that. Well, Zach's 14, about to be 15. So yeah, about 14 years. 13 and a half, something like that. Anyway, it was I think a Campbell Hossfield, air compressor, 13-gallon air compressor. Says it right there. Well, first thing that went out was this little fan that cools everything off. It flew apart. The reason why the cover is not over the top is because this switch, which was the on-off switch, stopped working. I tried to repair it, but it didn't do no good. So he was up here doing some work the other day, and we needed air. So we plugged it up, and I noticed it sounded a little rugged. But we got some air pressure and did what we needed to do. And we always had to just plug it up to the wall and unplug it when we wanted it to turn off, because the switch went out, and luckily it stuck in the on position, so it just always was running. Well, we needed some more air, so we plugged it up again. And when we plugged it up again, if you'll see, this shaft is supposed to be over that. That way when the engine rotates, the motor rotates, it goes like this, presses the piston up, compresses air, then rolls back and draws more air. Well, this bearing, as you see, ain't got no balls left. The stainless steel ball bearings that was in there, I guess the outer case right here that held them in come off, and it slung them bearings all over this shop. And we all took off running. So we had to unplug it real quick. So I was gonna order parts and fix this, but then when that came apart, I was like, okay, apparently there's more wrong with it than what I thought. So yesterday we went and bought this air compressor. So we're gonna do a little unboxing video, a little review video, plug it up. It's supposed to be 80% quieter is what the box says. I didn't even bring my pocket knife up here. Oh. It says on the box that it's 80% quieter. Now that old Campbell Hossfield one, that dude was loud. Let me look over here and see if I got one. Well, I got a screwdriver, that'll work. It was loud, and when I say loud, I mean like I had it outside the back of the shop because you couldn't hear nothing inside of this shop with that running. So, with that being said, I'm hoping that this one is quiet enough that I can leave it inside, but if it's not, then I'm gonna build a little like cover for it, a little like 3-sided cover to put it outside the door and just run a line inside the shop. That way maybe we can stand to have it running, and like when I'm working on stuff, y'all be able to hear better when I'm shooting videos, building things, stuff like that. So hopefully this will be better for all of us in general. So I'm gonna set y'all up right over here. I haven't even opened the box yet, so I don't even know what is in the box. So y'all get to see it straight out of the box just like I do. Well, hey, it's got a list of parts on there. That's nice. Might hang on that. Alright, so I don't think it's much to this except for really putting the wheels on it. And that may not be the case either. Just maybe ready to go straight out of the box. Oh, it's heavy. Could be a little bit after pressure. Okay, well, it's pretty much ready to get off. I guess that's supposed to. Oh, it's got a little deal tight in there right there. Let's see. Wasn't tight enough. Alright, well, it's yeah, it's now it's only, this one is only a 4.3 gallon, but of course I do a lot of things in the shop, from airing up truck tires, lawnmower tires, tractor tires, bicycle tires, which that would be great for a bicycle tire. But if I'm running like an impact or a nailer or something like that, it uses a lot of air. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come off of this right here, which is the line coming out. And I may put I'm gonna have to put a T in there probably is what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna run a hard line with a quick connect from this over to this tank over here. And I'm gonna disassemble all this on this tank and pipe that into this tank so that I have more volume. So this is 150 PSI max tank. I'm not even sure if that's the same quick connect I got. It may be, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna plug it up and see how it sounds. Zach, if you would hold that, I'm gonna undo this cord over here and plug it up, and we're gonna see just how loud it is. All right, plugged up. Let's see. Oh wow. You don't, I'm sure y'all hear it running, but comparatively, that is nothing. Beforehand, you would have to be screaming in here to be able to talk to anybody while that other one was running. So, with that being said, that's pretty awesome. That is like super, super quiet. We're gonna let it build up. Well, it built up faster than I thought. It's already up to right at 80 pounds. So the dial's really easy to turn. Alright, so what I did, you see right here, that's 120 pounds on that next big mark that it's coming up on. I set the discharge at 60 pounds. This little knob just turns. You turn it, you see the needle goes down and up. So we'll set it right at 60 pounds. And we're gonna hook up something. I don't know. We'll hook up something to it and try it out. I want to see. It should shut off when it gets to 160 pounds, 150 pounds. And that's 150. There it goes. Okay. So I don't know until I look at the video back as to just how loud that actually was on the video. Let's see if that's the same quick connect. And yes, I don't think it is. I might have to change all that now. That's going to be funny. Alright. So I'm going to see. That is definitely a different quick connect. Well, I don't know if this end is used to connecting. But I think it's a different quick connect. Okay, I need that style right there. That is the same style, right? It looks. No, it's a different style. That is a different style. So I'm probably gonna have to pull this little blue cover off, however it comes off. I don't see no, oh, there's screws right there. And change that quick connect out. So, all the quick connect fittings I got are set up for this style right here. And this is set up for a different style. So, I'm gonna have to, I might have to do some changing around and get back with y'all in just a little bit. Okay, so I got to messing with it and it's really just got a really good O-ring seal in there. So I just had to push on it really, really hard to get it down in there. So all we did was hooked up the little air blast nozzle to it and sprayed it. And I mean, I got it set on 90 pounds. And as long as you don't just hold it wide open, it does just fine. As far as for keeping up, we run it for a second and let it kick back on. If it gets down to about 120 pounds on the tank and it kicks back on automatically. Now, if you hold that open, it won't keep up with a wide open air leak like that. But just like kind of simulate like using a nail gun, you know, kind of hitting it every now and again. It does fine. It catches back up within just a couple minutes. And I mean, as far as for me and what I do around here, you can take that off that. For what we do around here, I mean, we don't even like framing buildings and things like that, we don't use nails, we use screws. I know you're supposed to use nails. I like screws. They're a whole lot easier in my mind anyway. For the way we build things, I like using screws. But as far as like the usability of it, it's very mobile. I mean, it's got 2 wheels on it. It's super light. It's light on the wheels, should I say. As far as weight, it probably weighs, I'd say around 60 pounds, maybe. But it's really not, it's not super, super heavy. So as far as for what we would use it for and what we do, I don't know what that is. I'm going to cut that off. It's a really good little air compressor. I mean, I would say for your average use of one in a small shop, you know, doing little hobby stuff and things like that, it was, what was on that box? $230, I think, or something like that. It's on the box. Yeah, $229 for a Cobalt 4.3 liter gallon Quiet Tech air compressor. We bought this at Lowe's. But like I said, as far as it's really cheap. I mean, this big one 15 years ago cost like, I think 130 or something like that. Now it is a 13 gallon and it came from Walmart, you know. I mean, that was one of those deals. But we figured, being that I would rather keep it inside the shop than outside, because this one would have lasted me another 20 years if it wasn't sitting outside for the last 5 years. So, but the tank will still come in handy. Nonetheless, we'll use the tank without a doubt. I ain't gonna say that I'm gonna necessarily include that. I'm not gonna make a special video on converting that air tank, but I may just throw it in somewhere along the way. And I'm gonna redo all these little fittings. It's just gonna have this regulator. I'm gonna put a regulator and a drip bottle and a quick connect on there, and a T. That way I can hook into it, and then if I need to unhook and actually move that tank somewhere, I can unhook it and still have air in the tank. I won't put over 125 pounds in there because that was the max on that one. I'm not sure what the tank itself is actually rated for. This one puts out 150 PSI, so anytime I have it hooked up to that tank, I'll just make sure the regulator is at 120 or less. And that one's, like I said, just gonna strictly be for volume. It may take this little compressor a little bit longer to air both of them tanks up, but I have the volume, so it won't run as often, I'm hoping, you know. But that's gonna do it for this little video. I know I ain't got a whole lot of people that follows us or subscribe to us or anything like that, but for the ones of y'all that are and are interested in maybe going and buying you a air compressor, I would strongly suggest this little Cobalt one. It works good for little projects. We're definitely going to be putting it to the test coming up, because we do have a lot of stuff going on around here that's going to require air and things like that. So it'll be put to the test here before long. We'll try it out and see how it really runs underneath a good use. It seems like it's going to be all right as of right now. So anyway, we hope y'all enjoyed this video. We hope y'all learned something from this video. And we hope that y'all have some good advice. I mean, some good advice. I hope y'all use our advice. Hope we give you good advice as far as this little air compressor. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. So we hope y'all will try it out if y'all are looking for one. It's a good little investment. It's not super expensive. So anyway, we're gonna cut out of here for now. We got some other stuff to do, and we will see y'all on the next one.